Your prospect just said, we need more time to think about it. Here's what that means and how to handle it without losing the deal. So a lot of salespeople will hear this and go, okay, I'll follow up next week, or I'll follow up in a couple of weeks after you've had time to think about it. And that is really where the deals start to fall apart and they go cold and you'll never hear from them again. When somebody says they need more time to think about it, usually that means a few things. They're missing information, there's other people that they need to get buy-in from internally to move ahead, or they just have a concern that they haven't spoken about, like, are you the best company for this job, or is the price more than we can afford, something like that. Step one is actually going back and starts with your first call with the prospect. Because if you come across in every call like, hey, I'm here to help you find the right solution, if after chatting we get to a certain point where you don't think that we're the right fit for you, then just tell me and that's fine and we'll part as friends. So always give them an easy out early on so they know that you're not there to sell them no matter what, that you really are only going to sell them if you believe truly that you're the right fit. Okay, so let's say that you've done that and they still say, hey, leave it with me, I need more time to think about it. You can just ask them like, hey, out of curiosity, is there a particular concern that you have? What can I do to help make your decision easier? And that can get them to sort of open up and discuss, maybe internal conflicts or politics that you need to navigate to get this deal across the line. Sometimes people will have an internal decision maker who holds keys to the budget that they need to get approval from. If that is the case, then you can always say like, hey, why don't we jump on a call with Kathy, the CFO, I can address her concerns directly. Now, sometimes your champion can't or won't give you access to that decision maker. So instead, as an alternative, you can say, hey, I'm going to send over some materials that might help you sell it internally to your decision maker. Doing it this way actually kind of puts you on the same side of the table as your champion, as opposed to being on opposite sides of the table. Now you're collaborating with trying to get this deal moved ahead because they're already bought in and they just need to get somebody else bought in. And finally, make sure that every call always ends with a next call on the calendar. People will say, you leave it with me, we need time to discuss it internally. Just say, cool, let's just bookmark a call. Let's just get it in the calendar for 2 weeks from now. You can cancel it if you need to, that's okay, but just make sure that there's a call scheduled to keep the momentum moving forward.